Welcome to another episode of Inside Athletics, brought to you by the IAAF. I'm your host, Atto Bolden. Well, it was bound to happen eventually at some point, and today I am privileged enough to be sitting across from one of my athletes, Briana Williams of Jamaica. Now, Briana, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi.
So you started 2018 with a bang, running our age group world record for 15-year-olds at 11:13. Tell me about your memories of that day. You cross the line, you see a time you've never run before.
Crossing the line, I was pretty shocked at the time, especially 11:1 at the age of 15. And I was happy. I started to cry afterwards. So I went over there, hugged my coach. And that was just, a perfect day for me because running 11:13 at the age of 15 is amazing. So hopefully I can do another PR, run another PR here in Europe.
So last year, you made the Jamaican team. You represented Jamaica at the Carifta Games in Curacao. And I could see that people were, she's a good athlete. But this year, after that world record, after your 3 gold medals at the Carifta Games, I remember seeing a Jamaican lady put money in your pocket when we were leaving the stadium in the Bahamas. Tell me about the transformation from, Jamaican representative last year to everybody's favorite daughter in Jamaica now.
I have a lot of supporters and I really thank them, and they helped me to get here, to continue to run for Jamaica and to represent them here in Finland and at Carifta. So I just love my supporters and, coming to different countries and making them proud, winning the gold medals for them. So I'm really happy and thankful for them.
Now let's talk a little nuts and bolts. I tell people all the time, you have not done a lot of losing in your career. When you were running youth and age group track and field, for years you would go undefeated or almost undefeated. And then you started in high school, very few losses. But as you figured out, as you step up in age and in competition, the challenges get higher, get greater, and you have to take some losses. How do you handle a loss?
I simply, after a race, shake everyone's hand, show sportsmanship, and just go back to training, train harder, and just review my races, see what I did wrong. And, I just take the loss. Everyone loses sometimes, but I take it fine.
So you have an interesting situation in that you train next to Khalifa St. Fort, who's an 11:0 sprinter. You've trained in the past with Kellyanne Baptiste, who's a 10:8 sprinter. This year, you went to Jamaica as a 16-year-old and lined up against a great field with the Racers Grand Prix and came out third. Tell me about how you felt stepping to that line, because you were next to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. You were in there with grown women who have won Olympic and world medals and world titles. Tell me about your attitude going into that race.
Going into that race, I was telling myself, don't be nervous because that'll make things worse.
Yeah.
And just focus on my race, my start, trying to get a good start so I can finish the race with them. And just running against my idols, that was like number one thing at the age of 16, which I don't know how many people have done, but that was a great day for me. And just coming out there and placing third, I never even knew I could place third, but happy.
So that's one of my favorite pictures of you for the year, because it's that picture with you like, oh my gosh, I got third. So, so you see that you've got third. What goes through your mind then?
I was looking at the board and I was like, I don't know what place I got because it was so close. And I was just like, oh, okay, I hope I can make the podium. And I saw and I was like, wow. So I couldn't be any more happy, but I was pretty.
What about the pressure though? Because Jamaica is a track and field crazy nation, and yes, they have Elaine Thompson, who has delivered, but she's been having Achilles problems. And yes, they have Shelly-Ann, but Shelly-Ann is over 30 now, so we know that we have already seen most of Shelly-Ann's career. A lot of people are looking at you, certainly Kavona Davis, and saying, here is the future of our sport. You're 16 years old. What does that pressure do to you? Does it motivate you? Does it scare you? What does that pressure do to you?
It definitely motivates me. I know there's a lot of pressure, but at the age of 16, you just tell yourself, it's okay, Briana, you've trained for this, is what you do. You train with pros, so I mean, I just ignore the pressure and all the, just come into my race. It's like, okay, you're fine, you'll do fine. As long as you win or PB, it doesn't matter. You do fine.
Now, I know that this year you ended up getting 5th at the Jamaican Senior Nationals. That was a big step up for you. Tell me about your plans in the near future. We go to Doha next year for the World Senior Championships, and of course, everybody's looking forward to Tokyo in 2020. Do you feel like, it's not a big deal if I make those teams, or are you already focused on getting on the Jamaican senior team for both of those meets?
I'm really focused, I really want to go to Doha, represent Jamaica in the relay or the 100, whatever I place. I'll be grateful because I'll be 17,
Ooh.
the youngest.
As you're always the youngest.
Yeah, so I'm happy if I make the team next year. I'll be proud of myself.
Now, speaking of youngest, a quick glance at the entrance here for the World U20 Championships in Tampere show that you are the youngest in the field for women in the 100, and yet you're the 2nd seed. When you line up for a meet like this, you've never been at this level before. You've won at Carifta, you've been Jamaican Carifta Games, Carifta Trials champion. Any chance of you being intimidated? I mean, you're going to be running against young ladies here that are 3 years and change older than you.
I know, I just told myself, I know I'm the youngest, but this is what I trained for all season. This is what I came here for, for the 100 and the 200. Hopefully to come out victorious and just, make my country proud. So I know I will do well despite my age, but.
Now, you debuted your new spikes to the world yesterday, and people are already asking me, okay, we get the Born to Do It stuff, that's her club. What's the pancakes part? So tell everybody why are you called Pancakes?
I'm called Pancakes because last year when I was in Trinidad eating with my coach and my teammates, I ordered a lot of pancakes, and then from then...
Is that like your favorite thing to eat?
It's my favorite thing
on the planet?
Before a race. I will eat pancakes a lot. Extra syrup, everything.
So let's talk a little bit more about your off-the-track stuff. Because you're in sort of a pro system, you don't have a lot of free time, but when you do have free time, I know you're big on outdoorsy stuff and the beach. So where can we find you when you are not doing your training or recuperating?
I will be at a beach. I like the beach. I like to sleep a lot as well. As everyone knows, that's mostly it. Beach, sleep, my bed, that's it.
Yeah, what about your phone addiction? Like, that's the phone that you can never take out of your hand.
It's always in my hand.
So at least everybody knows how to reach you. It's like, yeah, you can reach her on all social media because she is always on the phone. But Briana, we wish you all the best for this meet, and we hope that all your dreams come true.
Thank you.